Okay, so I'm gonna cut it right here. So hold on, because we recording this. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy Gerald Jackson. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is a pre-recorded video. Okay. Today I have Miss Deshonta Gregory, who has gone viral now. I believe she has about 18,000 shares, close to 20,000, maybe already at 20,000. Um, but she posted on Facebook yesterday telling a little bit about her story as it relates to her living without kidneys. And she made a status on Facebook, and it was just a simple status. I mean, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw it, and it really touched my heart. And I was like, oh my gosh, let me reach out and see if we can help her, get a kidney. um she said, hey, I'm Deshonta. I'm 22 years old from North Carolina. I suffer from end stage renal disease. I've been on dialysis for a little over a year. I've been searching, excuse me, for a kidney donor by making posts on our platforms. She said, I am O plus blood type. Getting a kidney would be the biggest blessing as I am living with no kidneys right now. I am completely dependent on my dialysis machine to live. Below, I have put the contact information to speak with the coordinator directly. She can answer any questions you may have and get you scheduled for testing, excuse me, if you wish to donate. Her name is Amy Woodard, RNBSNCNNCCTC. She is a living donor coordinator. She is a kidney and liver transplant coordinator as well at the UNC Center for Transplant Care. The address is 101 Manning Drive, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 27514. The phone numbers and the fax number is listed below, as well as her email. Deshonta said, please share this post to help me reach my donor. And she also have a GoFundMe account up that we will be sharing doing this recording as well. Without further delay, I want to bring up Deshonta. Hey, Deshonta,
Hi.
how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Wow,
Blessed.
you look good. You look good.
Thank you. I don't feel like it, but
I
thank
know.
you.
I know you don't look like what you've been through. You definitely is a beautiful young lady. Now,
Thank you.
it seems like you're doing your dialysis right now.
I am. I am actually.
How long do you have to do it?
2 hours and 30 minutes. It
Two
kind of
hours
just
or 30
depends on how swollen I am and how much
minutes.
fluid I'm actually trying to take off. But it's
Right.
normally about 2 hours and 30 minutes. Like 4 days a
And
week.
you have to do this every day.
4 days a week. So
4 days
it's
a week. Okay.
typically like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. But I
Okay.
can kind of play with the days a little bit if I want to.
Okay. And how does it make you feel?
Tired,
Tired.
tired and hungry. When I get off, my stomach is like a bottomless pit, which is like horrible because sometimes my blood pressure is like so high.
Yeah.
And you know how we eat. It's a lot of processed food around, so
Yeah.
I don't have the energy to actually cook, and I just want to just like
Right.
fix a bologna sandwich real quick. But sometimes I just can't. So I'll
Yeah.
go to Zaxby's and get a salad.
Oh,
That's about the best thing I can
yeah.
do. It's least salt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wow. Now you're 22 years old
yes.
and you live in Chapel Hill.
No,
Where
I
you
actually
stay in
stay in
North
Runner
Carolina?
Rapids with my mom. I was staying
Okay.
in
Yep.
Raleigh, but when I got on dialysis, I had to
Right.
eventually give up my apartment, so I moved back down here.
Okay. So you stay in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina.
Mhm.
Wow. So I read your post, and your post touched my heart. And I told you this when I reached out to you, and I had to share it. And now it's like so many people are coming, like, Gerald, I need a kidney too. And you know, I wish that I can help everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
your story, I was just scrolling, didn't get an email, didn't get anything. And the funny thing about it is that you messaged the page,
I did.
and one of my team members told me. And when they told me, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the girl that I didn't even know you messaged. Even after I made the post about you having, made the post and asking
Mhm.
for anyone who, may, be a match possibly, or who were willing to give you, when you made that post, um, I had already seen it before I found out that you messaged us, and I had already posted it on our blog page before I found out that it was you. So I was like, wow. And your post touched a lot, thousands of people, hundreds. Well, I ain't gonna say hundreds, well, probably hundreds of thousands. They probably just haven't shared it that many times. But do you know how many actual shares you have since coming on?
Last time I looked, it was a little over 20,000.
Okay, so it
But
was
I
over
have
20.
a lot of messages and a lot of people, telling me like I inspire them. A
Yeah,
lot of people asking how can they donate.
yeah,
A lot of people trying to donate, and it's kind of inconveniencing their life. And I'll tell anybody, like I
yeah,
want a kidney. I want to be, free of dialysis.
yeah.
But please do not inconvenience your personal life
Right,
because
yeah, yeah.
God will bless me with a kidney.
Right, yeah. He's
So
gonna get you. We're gonna get you a kidney. Um, Let me ask you this. You say you've been living with on dialysis for the last year, right? Over a year now.
yes, over a year.
Um, so what started this? How did your kidneys fell on you? Were you, I mean, how can you talk a little bit about that if you feel
That's the
comfortable?
fun part. So I
Okay.
was born completely healthy,
Okay.
and I got strep throat when I was 7.
Mhm.
And my fever got so high that it scarred my kidney. So it was kind of just like a freak accident type of thing.
What?
Yes, it got so high that it scarred my kidneys. So I woke up one day and my eyes were swollen, but it was like around pollen season. So we went to the doctor. We thought it was allergies. They put me on allergy medicine. Later on that night, my ankles were swollen. It was like, oh, that's not allergies. Went back to the doctor, did a lot of testing, and turns out my kidneys were messed up. So I went through a lot with that, and then once I turned like 11ish, 10ish,
Hmm.
my kidney completely failed. I ended up on dialysis at 11. Got my kidney 3 days before my birthday at 12. So it was around October 13th, October 12th, 2012. I got my first kidney. That lasted 10 years until it failed, and then I'm back on dialysis.
Wow. So the match that you had with that kidney, did you know it was going to be last for 10 years?
No, because they can last for a week, 2 weeks, a year, a
Okay.
lifetime. It doesn't really have, a certain date. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they do say that it's scientifically proven that live donors, because I had a deceased donor
Mhm.
last time. They say that
Okay.
live donors, their kidneys last longer.
Okay. Got you.
So
Okay. Wow. So how old were you when you went to the doctor?
initially,
No. When you say you was when you was
7.
smaller, you was 7 at the
Hmm.
time, and
Yes.
you got this fever, and it was how high was your fever?
I'm not even sure because, like, looking back now, I'm 22. Looking back then, everything was kind of like happening in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
So I'm not even sure. I remember going to the bathroom and when I peed, it was just like so hot. But that's the only thing I remember. It was like boiling water.
Wow. So
Yeah, that's about it.
was that the only thing they could do to get your temperature down? Was to destroy your kidneys?
No, but like if you get a hot fever, it can do anything to your body. Like it can scar
Right,
your
yeah.
kidneys, it can mess with your liver, it can mess with your
Right.
heart. But for me, it attacked my kidneys. See,
Oh,
me
okay, that's okay,
personally,
got you.
I feel like I may have had something going on before then, but we
Okay.
just didn't know. But I
You don't
haven't
know.
figured it out because we don't know where it came from. But that's what the doctors are saying. But
Right,
I feel
right,
like maybe it started before then because I feel
right.
like if we caught it right when the hot fever, we should have been able to kill it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's what they say though.
Yeah, because I thought, and that's my fault, because I thought you said that. I know you said your fever got high. I thought you said and the doctors destroyed your kidneys. I didn't know the
No, no, no,
fever.
no, no.
That's why you did that little laugh. Like I was like, oh, it destroyed your
Yeah.
kidneys. I don't know why
Hmm.
I didn't hear that the first time. Okay, 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 okay. So how is it every day living without kidneys?
Well, I don't pee like at all, so I haven't peed in like a year or two. No, not 2 years.
Wow.
Probably about a year and a half. Haven't peed.
What?
So Yeah, so it's like I have to like watch the fluids I drink, which is kind of
Okay.
hard because I love to eat ice. But it's like I
Okay.
have a certain amount, like a large McDonald's cup. That's
Right.
all I'm technically supposed to have a day
Okay.
because all of that fluid has to be taken off with the dialysis machine because I can't pee it out.
Right.
And if I keep drinking, and I get swollen, as you can see, my face is swollen now, it makes my blood
Yeah.
pressure go high because my heart has to work harder to pump the blood
Right.
through all the fluid. It's a lot that
Right.
goes into it.
Right. 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 Right.
But besides that, it's tiring most
Mhm.
days. And sometimes it can be depressing. I have like a couple days I don't want why I just sit here and cry and be in my feelings. But I pick myself back up
Yeah.
because I know my kidney is coming soon. So
Yes, it
I
is.
try not to be too depressed because at the end of the day, I'm blessed to be able to do it at home. A
Yeah.
lot of people cannot do it at home. A
Can't
lot
do
of
it at home.
people don't do it at home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I try to look at the
Wow.
positive side of it.
Wow. So what type of fluids do you have to drink when you're on dialysis?
It's not really a specific type. I can drink pretty much anything. It's more of watching. Well, I can't drink stuff like orange juice because that has potassium.
Okay.
So it's like certain things because I can't pee. My
Right.
have to keep the levels down. So like potassium, phosphorus, things that are in certain foods, I can't
Mhm.
eat too much of because I
Right.
have to wait till I get on the ice machine to clean it out. So on the
Right.
weekends, that's when I have my break. That's when I really have to watch what I eat.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So once you get off your machine today, because I've always heard, I've always heard people being on dialysis. My mom, ex-husband, mother was on dialysis. Okay. And but I knew it made them tired, but I never actually researched, really what it do to body and how it makes the person feel and what type of things they can drink and cannot drink and eat and cannot eat. So these things are new to me as you tell them,
Mhm.
um and specifically I want to know how it's affecting you. So so over the last year, so what were you doing before Monday when you made that post? How were you trying to go about getting a kidney?
I just randomly posted when my head is just like trying to post it again. I would just post it again. Sometimes I
Mhm.
kind of like before it wasn't really going anywhere. I get like maybe like 100 shares and
Right.
maybe like two people text me. So I'm like, I'm gonna just put my trust in God, and I'm not gonna because I got to a point where I feel like I was begging people. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to feel like I'm begging
Yeah.
people. But this time it was just like, Deshonta, just try it again. And then
Yeah.
I think it really worked better when I made the headline like pop, like, hey, I need
Yeah.
a kidney. So it
Yeah.
wasn't just like a long status. Because a lot of people
Right.
post long status about,
Right.
nothing.
Right.
So a lot of people just
Right.
scroll. So it was just kind of like just Deshonta, try again. So
Right.
I tried again, and this time it worked out.
And you
It
tried
did a lot
again.
better. Yeah.
And I want to ask you something because over the last uh couple of hours, the last few hours from when I found out about this, I've been watching you. Um, like her phone went off. We had a brief disconnection. You probably have to turn your camera back on. Just hit the little camera button down
I'm
there.
so sorry. My
No,
boyfriend
you're
just tried to
fine. You're
call.
fine. There you go. No, you're fine. You're fine. Um, you hit it again.
He's gonna keep calling. Hold on, I'm gonna text my
Oh, they
friend.
call you. Got to put it on do not disturb.
Okay, okay, hello. He gonna get through to do not disturb, child. I'm gonna text him on the iPad. What was your
he gonna
question?
get he gonna get through
He
the
gonna
do not
get.
disturb.
Yes, he is.
That's
Hold
okay,
up,
because
I'm
we'll
about
just
to text
cut
him.
this little part.
Okay,
It's okay.
1 sec.
And
Interview.
it might be we might leave it in because it's fun. They get to see the stuff that's going on, behind the scenes, whatever.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
because he
good?
gonna call. Like,
Okay.
why is he declining my call? My bad, baby. I'll call you back.
um, so I want to ask you a question. I want to dig into you because, like I said, I've been watching you, and I'm an investigative journalist, so I watch people. Not, I wouldn't watch you in a bad way. I was watching you because I was intrigued by your faith and your belief. And I know there was a comment on the North Carolina B Facebook page, where was a lady saying that she would give you her kidney because she didn't want to live anymore, like she was done with life. Did you see that comment?
I did, and I had to let them know,
Yeah,
like, hey, no, I don't want your kidney. If that's how
yeah,
you think, because you
yeah,
deserve to live. So I had to let them
right,
know, like, you can
yeah,
call because I can't stop you from calling, but you
right,
deserve to live
yeah,
nonetheless. And
yeah. Absolutely. And just to see your response, I was like, oh my gosh, this girl got some faith, because some people probably would have been like, they probably would just drop the number. You know what I'm
go
saying?
ahead, and give it to
And
me.
go
Shoot,
on,
you don't want to live,
look,
I take
go
it.
on and give me that. You
No, I'm
know what
not
I'm
like that.
saying? You're not like that. So I want to ask you, how do you keep your faith in God and go through this?
So I'm gonna tell you a story Mama told when I was younger, and I don't really remember it because I told you like stuff like that. It's like a blink, but she told
Okay.
me when I got my kidney when I was younger, I would tell her every day, "I'm getting my kidney for my birthday. I'm getting my kidney
Right.
for my birthday. I'm getting my kidney for my birthday." And it came for my birthday. I was living in the hospital for my birthday. So
Wow.
she told me like when I was first getting on dialysis, I'm not gonna lie. I told Mama, I said, "Look, I don't want to do that no more. I'm gonna live my days out. I don't want to do that. I want to be free." And eventually I
Yeah.
did get on dialysis because I'm young. Let's
You
try it again.
are. Yeah.
But she kept reminding me, your faith when you was younger was just amazing. Have that faith again, have that faith again. And it was hard, but I just started reading my Bible more. I just started praying more. I just,
Hmm.
just started praying more, and
Wow.
it comes right on back.
Right. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
proves to me every day that he's still listening, that he's there.
Yeah.
Especially that when that notification popped up, I could have cried. I could have cried. I was like, "You listening? You listening?
What
You're there."
notification?
I tagged you when I said the North
Oh,
Carolina B.
oh
Yeah, and
yeah.
the because I got
Oh,
like Bible verses that randomly pop
yes.
up,
Yes.
and it was like I can't remember what the verse said, but
Yeah.
it was basically
Yeah.
like, "I'm here. I hear you."
Yes. It was that was there was, like I said, and God work in mysterious ways. I know I was on the phone with my
Hmm.
auntie before we did this interview, and she was telling me this story. And the Bible verse you posted, the Bible verse was, "Don't worry, God is never blind to your tears, never deaf to your prayers, and never silent to your pain. He sees, he hears, and he will deliver you."
Amen.
Woo!
That
Listen,
was a good one right there.
listen,
That
that
was
was
a
a good.
good one.
That's what you posted, and that's what you tagged us in, and you already know how I believe. But she was telling me about this Uber driver, this guy who I believe it was a guy, but this guy who got in the car, and this Uber driver, and he was, Uber driver was taking him where he wanted to go, and the customer started talking about, how he needed a kidney, and the Uber driver was like, "Man, I'll give you a kidney," at the end of the conversation, and it was nobody but God, because he was an actual match, and he gave that man that kidney, you know.
That's
But
amazing.
yes, and so it just goes to show that you need a kidney. You get an Uber driver, you tell somebody about what you're going through. He says, "I'll give you a kidney," and then y'all match.
Hmm.
That's a
Because when I
miracle.
tell you, it's hard to match now
Yeah.
because you gotta match tissues. You gotta match.
Okay.
It's not just blood type. You
Yeah.
gotta be squeaky clean. Like, and some people have like traits of sickle cell and stuff like that. Like, and one of my friends, she tried to go, but she had preeclampsia when she was pregnant. Totally
Hmm.
healthy otherwise, but that was when she was pregnant, and they wouldn't let her do it.
Yeah.
So you
That's what.
have to be
Mhm.
squeaky clean.
Yeah, that was actually one of the questions I had, because I saw you say that you can't just have the blood type. You have to, it's other factors into it. So you actually have to be clean. So you can't have no type of diabetes, no sickle cell, can't nothing. You have to be a healthy, complete healthy
Healthy.
individual.
Healthy. Right.
But
Exactly.
there aren't no are there any exceptions to a person having something to still save another life?
Um, hepatitis C.
Okay.
But you can sign like a waiver to take a Hep C kidney, and they'll
Right.
treat you for Hep C. But I don't know if I want to do that.
Right. Right.
I don't
Right.
know if I
Right.
want to take a Hep C kidney. But that's the
Yeah.
only thing. Stop it.
Yeah. You know, yeah,
That's
I
the only
don't
thing I know of.
yeah, I don't want to take no Hep C kidney either.
No.
So I be I don't know if I want to ask this question.
Go
Um,
ahead.
but I'm raw, uncut, and unfiltered. But I just be wondering, I guess it's just I don't know, the Scorpio image. We, little noses sometimes.
You're
Does
fine.
does like does this affect your love life?
No, my boyfriend
Okay.
is awesome about it. He is. And when I get like
Okay.
in my moods and I'm depressed, he talks
Right.
to me about it. And sometimes he doesn't know what to say. And honestly,
Okay.
when I
Yeah.
talk to like my mom, my boyfriend about it, they try to give advice. It makes me
Yeah.
mad because I'm like, you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't go through it, but they
Right.
understand. They
They
listen.
understand. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
awesome about it. He wants to
Yeah.
learn how to do to work the machine and set it up and everything. So
Wow. And
he's awesome.
you know what this Deshonta, it always, and the reason why I asked that because you know it's always good to have somebody that that you love that's there for you. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Yeah.
a as far as a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because I've
Hmm.
seen people go through stuff and people leave them. You know what I'm saying? They start
Yeah.
going through sickness and stuff and they leave them. You know what I'm saying? And so I just always have these questions about how it affects other people that you're connected to, especially when it comes to someone that you love. And I'm probably sure that was your boyfriend that was calling, wasn't
Yeah, it
he?
was. It was. He like,
Yeah.
girl, why you declining my call? So I'm gonna call you back soon. Just give me a minute.
Look, he about to look, he listen, he finna, okay, look. So, okay, awesome. So, how does it feel to know that there are people that have got on a list with your coordinator to go through this series of testing to be able to give you a kid? How does that make you feel? How does that feel?
It's an overwhelming feeling, honestly. I'm like really excited, but then I'm like telling myself like, don't get too excited because you know anything can happen.
Yeah,
A person could get scared and back out, or
yeah,
something could come up and they can't donate. And
right.
even if that happens and they tell me, I would never be upset because at the
Yeah,
end of the day, it's hard for people to go under the knife,
yeah,
especially if they've never
yeah,
been. So I'll
yeah,
never be upset. But just
yeah,
knowing that it's
yeah,
like a 20,
yeah,
30% chance my
yeah,
donor is in my messages,
yeah.
it's exciting. It really is.
It's exciting. And you know what? I tell people all the times when I'm live and I'm doing my stories, I tell people to close their eyes and imagine. Just close your eyes if you're watching and just think about what's really going on. You have people who are saying, I'm going to go without a kidney to give to you so that you can live and so that you can have a functioning kidney so you won't have to go through dialysis anymore, Deshonta. That fit, girl, that's
That's amazing.
amazing. That's
It is because they
amazing.
don't even know me. They don't
No,
know my
yes.
personality. They
Yeah.
don't know anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it
Yeah.
honestly is amazing because they're coming out of their personal lives. They're leaving
Yeah.
their jobs. They're asking people to watch their kids
Yes.
and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's a blessing, and I thank anybody for even
Yeah.
considering and thinking about it.
Yes.
Because just
But
thinking about it is
just
amazing.
that's what I'm saying. Like just think, really think about that. I'm giving one of my kidneys away to for this baby right here to save. And you so young, Deshonta, you don't deserve to go through this. And you know, we always question God, but he always have a ram in the bush. You understand what I'm saying? He always have a ram in the bush, and these people are your rams.
I'm so grateful for it. I am. I am.
You should be you should be grateful. You should be grateful. And so through through this, so let me ask you this: when a person donates a kidney, you still have to pay for the surgery, right? Yourself?
My insurance pays for
Okay.
all of that, but
Okay, your
that's what the
insurance.
GoFundMe is for because
Right.
I would like to pay for travel, food,
Yes.
and if they have to, pay somebody
Yeah.
to watch their kids, that's
Yeah.
what I would like to pay for.
Yeah.
And some of
Yes.
my medical expenses that my insurance don't cover, that's what
Cover,
the
yes.
GoFundMe is
And
for.
that's what, and yep, and that's exactly where I was getting to because I want the people to go and donate. Okay, this is Deshonta's GoFundMe is Deshonta's kidney transplant expenses. They have already raised $3,699, over 104 donors. Thank y'all so much. Listen, you heard her. She want to be the person that matches the individual that will give her a kidney that matches that is a complete irrefutable match. She want to be able to make sure that you are taken care of as well for doing this. And y'all just show love. You know, we go and we spend $10 on food and $10 on something that don't even work for us. Okay, we don't throw it in the trash. You know, so let's if you don't mind, help out Deshonta. Y'all donate to her GoFundMe. It's Deshonta's kidney transplant expenses, and you can just type that in. You can find it since we don't have the actual URL link. Let me ask you this. So when you get off of your machine today, like what happens? Like when you get off, like what? Tell me the process of you coming off when you do it. On these 4 days.
Okay, so when I get off, I have to pull my
Mhm.
needles. I put 2 needles in every day, so I have to take both of
Okay.
those needles out. But I take the first needle out and I hold that site for 5 minutes because you gotta make sure it
Okay.
stops bleeding because it's a
Right.
heavy blood flow. Then you take the
Okay.
second one out, then you tape it up really good. Then after that, I just start like throwing supplies that I used away. I take the
Okay.
machine down, sanitize everything, and make my batch for the next day if I need to.
Okay.
And
Okay.
sometimes I'll go ahead and pre-set up like my supplies for the next day. If I feel like I gotta get up like super early, I'm gonna be lazy. I'll go
Right.
ahead and set up supplies. But
Okay. Okay. And forgive me if I've already asked this question. Let me just ask again. How do you know when you need it?
you need dialysis?
Yeah, like when you need to get on your machine.
Well, I have to get on my machine 4 days a week, and I can't go
Okay.
more than 3 days without treatment. So
Okay,
it
got
is
you.
not like a choice, but
Okay,
it
got you.
is sometimes when I can feel certain levels up because I've been going through this for a while. So I
Okay.
can tell my potassium's up, I can tell my blood pressure's up,
Okay, I
and
see.
I'm like, I can't wait to do my treatment. So at that point, that's probably when I get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, hurry up and do it because I want to feel better.
Got you. Okay. So
Mhm.
it's the symptoms of when you having headaches and high blood pressure and you feel your potassium low. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that's why I was wondering. I know you have to do it. But I just be wanting to know, like, what makes you say, okay, I need to go ahead and do my dialysis now. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay.
It's mostly like when my potassium is up because that's like a really
Got you.
scary feeling and it can lead to a heart
Okay.
attack if it's
When
too
it's
high.
up. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
and
you.
I don't know exactly how high it is, but I know when I get on my treatment, it's gonna bring it
Right.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, right, right. Wow, wow, wow. So um what is the update? Have your coordinator called you and told you any good news? I saw you made a post earlier this morning. You was up early this morning.
I woke
Yes.
up at like 7 o'clock this morning. I don't even know why I was up, but I was like, I looked at my phone and I see everybody texting me or whatever. So a lot of people was texting me like, I just called her, she didn't answer. I'm like, well, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, she's not at work yet.
Right,
So as soon as 8 o'clock hit, I call her. I'm like, hey,
right,
look, you're
right.
gonna get a lot of a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
I already got 12. But I've been trying to call her throughout the day to see how many she's at now. But
Okay.
she hasn't been answering. I don't know if she's out of
Right,
office or flooded with phone calls. I'm not
right,
sure, but I'll try to call her tomorrow, send her a
right.
message because
So okay.
it's gonna take a
Mhm.
process for them
Got
to
yeah.
know. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you about that. So she gathers the names and then she send them an online questionnaire or something,
Yes,
and
and
they'll
if they
go
pass
to
the questionnaire, they go to, I think it's like a different type of testing, and eventually they
okay.
go to like the actual blood testing and stuff like that.
Okay, got you. Okay, so how long does the process takes?
Not sure. This will be my
Not
first
sure. Yeah,
time getting a live
yeah,
donor, so I
yeah.
say it's not a quick process, but it's not
Right,
too dragged out.
right.
If they're on it, and not just the donors, but the doctors, if they're on it, it
Hmm.
shouldn't take more than a month or two to figure
Okay,
out what's going on.
okay,
But sometimes
okay.
you got to make sure these doctors are on it because they also have other patients that they're doing things for. So
Right,
I'll
right,
be
right,
calling her to make sure that
right,
she stays on it.
right, right. And I know you won't two, but you'll be grateful if you can just get one, right?
I don't actually think they transplant too.
They don't? Do they
I don't
transplant
think
too?
so. I don't think so
Oh,
because that would mean because you could live with one kidney. So if a
yeah, you
person
can live
gives
with
me
one.
their kidney, that means that they'll only have one. But if they give me two kidneys, that means they will have to go on dialysis. So I don't
Oh,
believe they transplant.
yeah, yeah. Because I was like, because I was thinking you can get one from one person and then one from another person. So I don't know. Can you get? I don't
I
know. Let's
mean,
look
I
in.
don't know. I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I
Can
don't
you? Let
know.
me
I'll
see.
have to
Can
ask
you?
them about that. But I think they only do one because I lived with one for 10 years. So
Okay.
it's
Okay.
pretty good.
Let me see. Can you get? Let me see. Okay. Okay. It said it is possible to undergo um a second kidney transplant. Let me see. People can have two. Oh, what? I mean, it says you can have two. It says you can have two, even three or four kidney transplants in your lifetime. So if you get one, and then you get another one, but that one don't work, and then you get another one, you still got one more chance to go. But I don't know. But I know you can live with one kidney. That's just according
Yeah.
to myclevelandclinic.org. Okay, so wow, 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 wow. So your story is just amazing. And it's girl, it's gone viral. Have any news outlets reached out to you? Anybody, media?
No, I'm trying. Besides
Mhm.
fighting crime and news, I think I'm saying the name backwards, but they posted it and they've been
Yes.
keeping up with it.
Fighting for
But
crime is
I've been
really
trying
good.
to reach
What they say.
WRL or
Yeah,
Spin, but I
they
haven't
gonna get
heard
it.
anything back for them.
They gonna get it. It's already viral though, so you don't even need them. It's
Yeah,
like
you're right.
it's
You're
viral
right.
from
You're
your own
right.
page. Look, my
Yes.
blog didn't even go look. My blog didn't even blow it up like that. But when you put it on that
No,
website,
y'all definitely help. Y'all definitely help. Y'all did.
thank you so much.
And
Oh,
I
thank you
definitely
so much.
appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome. And it's actually people in the comments like, you can get mine, you get mine. And I'm like, they don't be reading the information sometimes. Y'all got to, we know she can get it if you wanted to have it, but you got to go
Yeah.
fit the paperwork out.
Yeah. They all text me with the same questions, and I have to
Yeah,
all send in the same message. But
yeah.
I don't want to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude to
No,
anybody because I
yeah,
know some people just want to know exactly. Because some people might be
right.
confused. It might not
Yeah.
be broken down enough for them. So
Yeah, yeah. And again, y'all, if you want to screenshot it right here on the screen, this is the information. Get in contact with Miss Amy Woodard and let her know that you want to test out and see if your kidney is a match for this 22-year-old young lady. So what do you do career wise? Are you in school? What do you
I'm
do?
actually not working right
You're
now.
not work. Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
working right now.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
actually I was in school, but I got kicked out for something like that
Oh,
wasn't my fault.
yeah.
But that's a whole nother story for a
It's
whole
yeah,
other
it's a
day.
whole
But
other
it
story. It's all right.
has to do with my kidney stuff, so we'll figure all that
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh yeah.
anyways,
But God gonna bless you. He got you. Thank you
yes,
so much, Deshonta, for taking the time out to speak with me about this. I hope this video go far and near, and I hope that more people and more people and more people and more people get on that list so that you can have a kidney. And I can't wait to hear you say, Gerald, I got it. I got it.
yes, because you are gonna
Because
be the first person I tell.
thank you so much because you're definitely going to live, baby. So just know that, and God got you, and you keep your head up. Okay, you don't let nothing distract you. You keep on praying. Don't just pray when you need Him. You know what I'm saying? Pray
Pray all
without
the
ceasing.
time.
Pray all the time. When you wake up in the morning, thank you for opening up your eyes, and when you lay down at night, you know what I'm saying. And so, just like my auntie say, stay in a place of gratitude. So, I'm just so excited for you because I feel it. I just feel like you gonna have a match. You gonna out of these people that are contacting Miss Amy for you to give their kidney to you. I just believe that you know you got a match.
Thank you. I did too. I did
You're
too. I
so
have
welcome.
faith. God got me.
Yes, you got it. Thank you so much, baby, for taking this time out to speak with me,
Thank
and
you
God
for
bless
having
you.
me.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
All right,
Bye bye.
bye. All right, y'all. That was Deshonta. Y'all, let's help her get a kidney. We have to help her get a kidney, okay? Don't forget, my new single, No More, comes out this Friday, 12:01 midnight. So make sure y'all get it. It's going to be on streaming on all platforms. Thank y'all so much. And y'all, let me put this information up here again for y'all so y'all can make sure that y'all donate to this young lady. And also, if you have a match or if you her blood type and you think that you have a match and you meet the requirements of donating a kidney, please contact Miss Amy Woodard. Okay, her information is right there on the screen. Okay, she is the kidney and liver transplant coordinator and living donor coordinator in Chapel Hill at UNC Center for Transplant Care. So make sure you guys screenshot this information so you'll have it. And also, here is again her GoFundMe, Deshonta's Kidney Transplant expenses. Just type that title into GoFundMe on GoFundMe.com, and you'll be able to donate, y'all. Let's support this beautiful, 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 beautiful Black queen, y'all, who needs our help. She needs a kidney. Let's do it for her. 22-year-old Deshonta Gregory. All right, y'all. Peace.